this is part two. In part one, we were specifically talking about how there was people that intervene in your relationship and they're basically regretting listening to those people. Okay, to me, it seems that right now you are more focused on your independence. Right now, you are more focused on finding your own freedom, and you are actually pretty good. You're actually doing super well with yourself. But we have the energy of them where you could still be on their mind with the Queen of Wands, with the Devil, with the Nine of Swords, but more in a way of, I know for a fact that if I try to walk back in, you're specifically not going to let them. Or if you're going to let them, you have to realize that you have to create change in order for me to let you back in, right? But with the Three of Wands, they are this type of person that basically doesn't like, it's not that they don't like change, but they don't truly have a set plan for their future. And with the Two of Swords, they are kind of in this indecisive mode, whether they want a more stable future or whether they want to stay stuck. And to me, it honestly seems like they're going to stay more stuck in that timeline than actually just building something better for themselves. And I specifically want you to acknowledge that. Okay, I specifically want you to acknowledge that you compared to them, you are someone that goes after your goals. You are somebody that goes after your desires. And you are someone that basically prioritizes balance. So if somebody is not going to offer you any balance, you're going to put yourself in this mindset of, okay, you know what? Then I'm going to build that for myself with the Queen of Cups, with the Two of Pentacles, and with the Ace of Swords. I also want you to acknowledge that you've been having a really hard time walking away from this situation. You've been having a really hard time walking away from the idea of them, not the feelings you have for them, because these feelings, you're finally giving them back to yourself with the King of Cups, right? So not only are you seen as the Queen of Cups, you are also seen as the King of Cups. Meaning that, yes, I will love you. Yes, I will care for you. But once you pull back, trust me when I tell you, I'm going to do everything in my power to prove to you that I have more stability, that I basically have better goals, and I will achieve my goals just to prove a point for you to see me grow and you not be part of that. I'm specifically feeling that you are in that energy. And like I'm telling you, if they hurt you, if they broke your heart, be in that energy, because no one's going to be in that energy for yourself. Right? I specifically also want you to know that in their mind, they could have this ego where they think what they did was nothing wrong. Because I'm sorry, I said in the first reading that, so guys, go watch part one, because if you watch part one, of course, this reading is for you, right? But I was saying in part one that basically they were in this energy of, in the last month, the last week of your relationship, they basically pulled back from you really strongly. And when you asked them, why did you pull back away from me? They basically gave you this answer of, you know what, I will fix my behavior, but they never fixed their behavior, right? And to me, it seems like it was a female figure or a mother, a father, a cousin that basically put ideas in their head, or a sister-in-law that kind of made this relationship crumble from their side. Right? And they could be regretting listening to this other person, because we also have the Three of Cups right here. And it was nothing to do with romance. It was actually somebody telling them, how are you going to make this work? How is this going to work? You know, you can't make it work with somebody like them. But now they regret listening to that specific person. And maybe you came to find out about this, right? And it could even mean, like I'm telling you, it could even mean that they could still be talking to friends about you. But look, I'm going to say like it is. With the Page of Pentacles being right here, we have this energy being pushed out of you being focused on your stability, and you're not willing to fight for someone or fight for something that's not going to fight for you with the Nine of Wands, right? Because at this moment in time, you are literally just in this mindset of, if you don't give an F about me, I truly do apologize, but I'm sorry, I do not give an F about you anymore, right? And yes, you could still have this soft spot for them, but with everything they put you through, all the neglect that happened, all the advantage of your emotions that they took from you, you're no longer willing to give them that. With the Queen of Cups right here, to me, it tells me like you felt like it was your responsibility to help them heal. Or like if it was your responsibility to make them a better human being. But the thing about it is that now that you guys are in separation, they're not becoming a better human being. They're staying stuck in their own ways. Like, if I don't know why I feel like you guys had a recent conversation where they told you they were doing well. I don't specifically see that being the point. I specifically see them being back in their old cycles, which is just go to work, make money, go to work, make money, and having a really hard time trying to feel emotionally connected to other people, their family, their friends, right? And I'm specifically feeling like you could still be on their mind, right? Exactly. With the Queen of Pentacles, now we basically have three queens that describe you and a king. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So if they're basically missing something from you, they're missing the nurturing and the stability you were able to offer them while you guys were dating. Okay? But you were able to offer this stability to them because with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Queen of Wands, with the King of Cups, and with the Two of Pentacles, you love balance. Like, no matter what, you love the idea of having balance. You love the idea of being balanced with yourself. And those are the things that they found attractive about you with the Two of Pentacles, with the Queen of Cups, with the Queen of Wands, with the Queen of Pentacles, and with the King of Cups. So I want you to know that compared to them, you are basically in a throne. And compared to them, they do see you as some sort of you being in a pedestal to them, right? And when you realize that you are in this pedestal to them, they're able to see you, but they're not able to reach you, right? So it could be a significator, or it could be a signifying thing of like them keeping tabs on you, but specifically looking at you from afar, because they know that with the Ace of Swords right here, you're more focused on your stability, you are more focused on your future, and you're more focused on things that matter. And what matters right now is you, and what matters right now is not them, right? Okay, give me one more card, and then we also have the Six of Cups right here, which we're not going to dig into that. I want to specifically go ahead and give me more info about how they're feeling about my collective. How are they feeling about my collective? How are they feeling? Give me one more card. We have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Two of Wands as an underlying energy right here, which signifies those specific things that I just mentioned, right? The Knight of Swords could honestly also signify some sort of communication, but no, I'm not going to say communication is coming in because we didn't get anything about communication until now, right? Well, the Ace of Swords, but that doesn't really matter. With the Knight of Swords and with the Two of Wands, it's like they see you expanding, or they see you being more stable. And with the Knight of Swords, the only thing they can do is watch, because basically you are in a pedestal compared to them and they can't reach you. Overall, that's all I have for you. I really hope this reading brought you the guidance and clarity you were looking for. My name is Noé. Take care of yourself.